Hi, this is Asean now and you're watching the Weekly Wrap. First up, Chinese communities throughout Southeast Asia celebrated the start of the Lunar New Year last Saturday, ushering the Year of the Rooster with fireworks, lion and dragon dances, feasts and mandarin oranges. Amid the festivities, a boat carrying 31 people sank off the shores of Sabah in Malaysia an hour after departing from the Tanjung Aru jetty at 9 a.m. on January 28. A total of 28 Chinese tourists and 3 crew members were on board the Catamaran when it capsized. Search and rescue efforts began after the company operating the vessel reported the mishap to the authorities some 12 hours after the incident. 20 of the Chinese nationals survived their 30-hour ordeal at sea, while 3 died. 6 are still missing. Police detained 3 people over the incident. Next, notorious serial rapist Selva Kumar Subiah will be closely monitored by the police after he is deported to Malaysia from Canada, said Malaysia's Inspector General of Police, Tan Sri Khalid Abu Bakar. The Malaysian, convicted of sexually assaulting dozens of women in Toronto, was expected to be deported on Sunday after serving out a 24-year prison sentence for his crimes. The IGP said police would use its full powers and all avenues to keep an eye on the 56-year-old when he is back in the country. A report by the Toronto Sun newspaper said that the felon will be on a flight to Malaysia on February 5th. Moving on to Indonesia, the country's controversial Nazi Team Cafe has closed due to a lack of customers. Undeterred, the cafe's owner pledged to reopen another cafe at a bigger and more strategic location. The Soldaten Cafe, or the Soldiers Cafe in Bandung, sported swastikas and a Hitler painting. It received a barrage of international criticism for their choice of theme. The cafe shut down temporarily in 2013 after receiving death threats but reopened the following year. Next, Philippine police have suspended their anti-narcotics operations to focus on cleansing their ranks of crooked cops. The announcement was made by Philippine National Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa after he said he would disband anti-drug units following the kidnapping and killing of a South Korean businessman in the National Police Headquarters in October. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte also announced that he intended to cleanse the police force after officers allegedly committed murder, extortion and robbery while using the drug war as cover. However, Duterte stayed firm on continuing his war on drugs until the end of his tenure. Lastly, in Singapore, smart taxi driver Muhammad Nazaruddin picked 2 passengers on Monday but ended up dropping 3 people at a nearby hospital. Not to worry though, as the addition was a happy one. Passengers Hamid and his pregnant wife Melena del Rosario Ortiz were on their way for a checkup when Melena went into unexpected labour and gave birth in the car. The taxi driver was cool as a cucumber and advised Hamid on how to help the baby. He also waived the taxi fare. The happy parents thanked Muhammad Nazaruddin for going above and beyond his job. We now head over to Bangkok with our Thailand partner Nation TV for the latest roundup from the Northern ASEAN region.
Thank you very much, KL, for your updates. Now let's take a look here over the past week in the Northern ASEAN region. Starting off with Vietnam, as more people began contracting Zika virus after the very first case was reported in April last year. The virus entered Vietnam's rural areas, particularly the southern Dong Nai province, where local health authorities declared an outbreak within the Vinh Tan commune on January the 9th after 4 new cases were reported from December to early January. The Zika fever is not typically regarded as life-threatening, but it has resulted in deaths and is especially dangerous for pregnant women as it can cause birth defects, including smaller size of newborns, AIDS, and subsequent intellectual disability. Moving on to Cambodia, as 3 major mobile phone operators in Cambodia are competing to be the first to provide the country with 4G internet services. However, it already looks like there is a clear winner. Cellcard, one of the mobile phone companies, says that it will begin its 4G internet services in April. Coverage will reach the entire country, even in remote areas. And in Myanmar, with public space dwindling in Yangon, amidst the ongoing construction boom, a budget was proposed to upgrade parks and playgrounds. More than 60 parks and 100 playgrounds were upgraded in the last 3 years in Yangon, while there is a proposal for a budget of a little over $1 million. Authorities will also attempt to get rid of entrance fees as well as commercial areas in public parks. And now let's take a look at Laos, as tourism authorities in Laos are preparing to launch a new campaign, Visit Laos Year 2018, in an attempt to heavily promote tourism in the country next year. Information Culture and Tourism Ministry urged tourism officials to provide a timetable which clearly indicates activities that will be held each month in each province. The first Visit Laos year was held in 1999, successfully promoting the country's culture as well as tourist attractions to foreigners. According to figures from the tourism sector, Laos received more than 5 million foreign tourists last year. This number is expected to surge to 5.4 million visitors this year. And here in Thailand, Miss Universe Thailand 2016, Chalita Suansane was welcomed home in a grand reception right at the International Airport in Bangkok upon her arrival on January 31st. The beauty takes a selfie in front of a large crowd of cheering fans at Suvarnabhumi Airport. Although she did not win the Miss Universe crown, Namtan managed to make it into the final sixth at the contest held in the Philippines. With her pure Thai-styled beauty, prominent Thai facial figure, and smooth tan skin, the 22-year-old had received influx of votes through online voting and been placed in the final sixth as a result. And that's it for this week's episode of ASEAN Wrap from the Northern ASEAN region. This has been Sathapat Paetong, and now back to you, KL.
Thank you, Bangkok, and thanks for watching. I'm Dina Murad. Have a pleasant day.